It was supposed to be an ordinary Sunday afternoon, but for John, it was the day his life unraveled. He had spent most of his day immersed in routine, a mundane blend of errands and television, completely unaware that everything he knew would soon change. It started with a simple observation. The clock ticked steadily past 3 p.m., yet the world outside seemed unnaturally still. No cars, no voices, no neighbors out tending to their lawns. John stepped onto his front porch, scanning the street, expecting to hear the usual hum of life. But there was nothing. The world was hushed as though it was holding its breath. John ventured further out. His footsteps echoed on the pavement as he walked through his neighborhood. He passed familiar homes, schools, and shops, all of them silent, all of them empty. It was as if everyone had vanished in an instant, leaving him the sole inhabitant of this deserted town. As the hours wore on, John began to notice signs that something was very wrong. Cars were abandoned in the middle of the street, their doors hanging open. A bicycle lay tipped over, its wheels still spinning. And everywhere he looked, there were no signs of struggle, no hints of where the people had gone, only eerie silence. Desperate for answers, John raced home and flipped on the radio. The static buzzed angrily, filling the room with a low hum. Finally, a voice cut through the noise, trembling and panicked. "If you can hear this, you're one of the few left behind. We don't know what happened. We don't know if it's aliens or something else. But whatever you do, don't leave the house. Don't go outside. They're watching us." Fear began to creep into John's mind. The streets, once familiar, now felt alien. Shadows moved where there were none. Strange noises echoed through the night. Time passed, but he couldn't tell how much. His phone displayed no messages, no news, no signs of life. The emptiness was consuming him. Each passing moment drove him closer to the edge. Days turned into weeks, or so it felt. John tried to keep himself sane, but the silence weighed down on him. Then one night, as he stared out the window, he saw something. Movement, not from a person, but a shape. A figure with long, elongated limbs moving unnaturally. It walked slowly, deliberately, as if it knew John was watching. The figure disappeared as quickly as it came, but John knew then he wasn't alone. They were still here, lurking in the shadows, watching him. He was not the last person in the world, but he wished he was. What was left was worse than any nightmare. John was never seen again. Maybe he's still out there, wandering the empty streets, hiding from the watchers. Or maybe they finally took him, like they took everyone else. No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain, he was left behind.